What's up, guys? This is DGFX or Nick, and today I'm bringing you a new series called Compositing a Scene. This is basically a series of which you guys want. I will be going over of how to construct a complicated scene with a bunch of 3D work, 2D work. Basically, take a scene, completely show you, break down every little effects, and yeah. So each day I'll be going over a new effect. And let's just show you guys first of what the scene looks like. We'll be going over the next couple days. And here you go. See? So guys, right there, as you see, it's not really too many effects going on right here, but it looks really good. So first things right off the back you see, we'll be going over is 3D snow particles. Plexus, which is going to be going over today. Just how to animate Plexus. We're going to go over some color grading. This is optical flare. It's just a pretty good little 2D After Effects lesson, and that's what we're going over today. So if you don't know what Plexus is an After Effects scripts. You can buy it $200 or have a referral video in the back in the description of someone who can show you how to get it. And yeah, I'm not going over anything more about that. So basically, it's a really cool looking, decent plugin. A lot of COD editors been trying to use it. I know I've been getting a lot of messages on Skype to do a tutorial or how the hell to use it, or does anyone know how to use it? So I'm just gonna clear it up and do that today. So first thing you want to do is open up your After Effects, and we're gonna get all this set up right here and there. Alright, here we go. So first thing first, save your project. Always do that, just to get it set up now. I have auto backup on, so as soon as I save it once, I pretty much don't save the rest of the time. And it's awesome. So first thing, you want to import your footage, so double click in your your project module and go all the way over to your footage. You got some Call of Duty 4 1080p HD footage going over this, and I'll probably have this available for download in the description if you need some footage to work with. So first thing I want to do is just go over to where I wanted to start. Turn live update on. Just live update fast real timeline. Alright, don't worry about it. Let's see, I'm gonna go about right there, and then I want it to in. Let's go a little bit more out. Alright, right there, and I'm gonna trim the comp to work area. Now I have this right here, and I'm not gonna make it as long as my other one. So I'll take my footage right here. I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter because I don't need a 1:45 cinematic. First, I want to composition settings. I want to turn that to 0. Another thing I forgot to do at the beginning, I'm going to interpret footage main, and I'm going to turn this up to 60 frames per second. I have to move a little. I'll basically cut the whole thing in half, just making it 60 frames a second. B, let's see about right there. If you don't know 2 keys I'm using, B for the beginning of the work area and in for the end of the work area. Trim up to work area. We go back to composition settings. We'll change that to 60. Change my start comp code to 0. Alright, now I still need to edit it a little bit more. What you're gonna do is, let me go back to composition settings. So I'm gonna name composition name. I'm gonna change it to cinematic crossfire. Cinematic 1. Alright, awesome. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my stretch. It's 49 seconds right now, and I want to make it. I only want it 10 seconds. So cool thing about using stretch is you can type in the distance you want. I pretty much use stretch for every editing I do. I do not use Twixtor unless it's a really complicated scene. I need it. Yeah. Hold up. Alright, don't worry about it. I know exactly what's wrong. There we go. A live update wasn't on and it was pissing me off. Alright, here we go. We got our scene all nicely done. So now I'm going to come there, go up to your composition in the project menu. You can right click on it and new comp from selection. Go composition settings, change name. I'm just a really organization freak when it comes to editing. Make sure everything's nice and all guys can always find what I need. So I'm just going to call this main comp. There we go. Hit save. Alright. So now the first thing you want to do is you got your footage and everything. It's all, don't really want to call it synced up, but it's all there. Why is it switching? There we go. You got your footage and everything. Now the first thing to start off with Plexus is you need to track your scene. I'm going to be just basically showing you is how to use it with After Effects CS6. I'm going to show you guys my way, which I think is possibly the easiest way. So I'm just going to follow me and I'll show you everything. So first thing you want to do is track your footage. I'm just going to use the track camera, 3D tracker camera. It's a pretty good tracker for just 2D stuff, but I wouldn't recommend it for big 3D complicated scenes. You have to export into Cinema 4D and 3ds Max. Yet if you're just doing a little simple Element 3D scene or anything involving just After Effects, definitely recommend it. It's a good tracker. That or the Foundry, which I mean, the Foundry to me was just too confusing. 3D camera tracker is a quick tracker that you can use and gets the job done to me. So we're gonna skip ahead for a second and come back to you when back to the scene. We have all of our camera points and everything. As you see, click on your layer. All you have to do is click on a point, right click, create null in camera. So every null you create will be a point that your Plexus intercepts at. So let's just come there. Let's remove this one. I really don't want a point there. I'm gonna do a pretty simple basic. Let's do one coming from like tip of this, create null. Have another one maybe hit this building right about there. So I'm gonna do 4 and have another one that hits about right there, and then another one that kind of like hits right there. So at least 4 kind of doom doom doom. So that's your scene. So you have all your nulls. You can create as many nulls as you want. It's not a problem. Just more nulls you make, more points, more beams, which equals more work on your computer. So now you have all your nulls, camera, cinematic. Let's just do a new solid. Let's name it Plexus. Make comp size. Hit OK. Now what you can do is you can go to your effects and presets and search Plexus. And you're gonna put it down, in your layer. And now, next thing you're gonna do is go to Add Geometry. You're gonna select Layers, and right here in your Plexus Layers object, you can switch the object type to 3D layers. Select layer type, nulls or AV layers. You can select nulls. Now you can go down to Plexus point renders. This is where all your little effects, your points will be loaded at and everything. So Plex point size, how big you want each one to be, and as you see, as I raise it up, you can see them just kind of booming across. And then in fact, let's go up one more time. Plexus layer subject, one of the passes, make it all the way 100. I don't want to be able to see through my points. And then we're going to get color from layers. We're going to deselect that and we're going to make them all white. Or you can get color from layers, and when it says get color from layers, it means this little source color code right there. So we're going to deselect that and put my own color. let's just do white. White looks the best, personally, in my opinion. So we don't need that right now. Go back to Plexus point renders. We're gonna make these about 10. Just for right now. As you see them right there. I mean, you can basically leave it right there, be done with it. There you go, you did some Plexus. Or if you want to go further and expand into it and have little lines that connect to each dot, is what we're going to use right now. So go back to the Plexus toolkit up here, add a renderer, and do select beams. Now right then and there you should be able to see all your dots connected, and now you can start adjust them with those beams. So let's find a good spot where we can see both 2 points at once clearly. I don't think we really have that. Let's look right here, Plexus beams renderer. Let's just see some of our effects we have on here. We can do beams type objects only on axis. We can change the axis. I haven't really changed it, so leave it back at Z. Time, this is how they each go to each other. So say if you want them to slowly go to each other, you can keyframe time right there. It's let's say you want to start with they're like halfway meeting each other, and then go a little bit of time, then click 100, and then preview that. As you see, as the video goes, it'll start climbing to each dot. That looks pretty cool. And a little bit lower. See that? See right there. Boom. Pretty cool. So let's just get rid of that. Let's just leave it at 100. Let's show you a couple other little things. 'Cause, I mean, pretty much this is it. You got Plexus. You connect to your beams and dots. Pretty much what we're gonna be using for this purposes. I will be making other tutorials on say how to import 3D objects and then come there and make Plexus geometry around it. So let's see, you start thickness and in thickness. This is how you come there and make how big it is. So right there. So you start thickness will be where it starts at, so you can make it really bigger than normal. As you see, it goes down as a gradient. Then right there, comes around right there. I'm gonna just leave them at the same size on both. Just give it a pretty good effect like that. One right there. That looks pretty cool. Now, I mean, you can do tons of things. If you want to make your nulls move and animate it. So let's go to this null right here. Let's hit P, think. Right. And let's bring it about right there. As you see, if you preview that, you will see your Plexus point actually follows in with your null, actually moves, geometry. Pretty cool. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. That's how you work with Plexus, doing basic points and beams. So yeah, that's pretty much it guys. This is day 1 of